Hi there, Rock Antenne here at the Hansa 39 with Twin Atlantic. We've got Sam and Ross. Nice to have you here.
Hello,
It's very cozy here. We've just had breakfast together. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm very full after my breakfast.
How are you?
Yeah, very good. It was very tasty, very tasty. You're playing the Hansa 39 tonight. Have you been to Munich before?
Yeah, I think this is our... is this our third headline show here?
Yeah, I think so. I think we played in some place in a shopping centre.
A shopping centre? What?
Maybe it wasn't. Was it a shopping centre? It felt like it was a shopping centre. Maybe it wasn't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It was like
yeah,
this, like you had to
yeah.
like push all the stuff through this big...
Yeah, we had to push our gear for like hundreds of meters down a street into a shopping centre.
Wow.
But it was like an old, it was like an old punk venue in the basement of a
Okay.
shopping centre place.
Wow. Okay. I don't know, but it sounds weird. But whatever we hear, it's a nice venue here.
Yeah, this is nice.
Nice
This
and
is really
cozy,
nice.
and I'm very excited for the show tonight.
Cool.
Because actually, and to be dead honest with you, GLA is my album of the year.
Wow. Really cool.
It's
Thank you.
so good. I can't stop listening. Really.
Awesome. Thank you.
On full
Thank you.
volume. On my way to work in my car, it's like every song is so good, and it's really strange because in comparison to The Great Divide, which is a nice album as well, but I thought GLA is so much more thought through.
That's really funny because it's the exact opposite. Yeah. So with Great Divide, the previous album, we thought so much, like we almost ruined it. You know, you just overthink and try and plan. And we planned it for months, and we took a year to record it. 2 different recording like periods, one in the UK, one in America, 2 different producers, and it just kept going on and on and on. And we were trying to be perfect, make like the perfect rock pop sound. And with GLA, we just wrote a bunch of songs at home, emailed them to each other. Went to our friends, well, who's a producer, Jack Knife Lee, who became a friend. Went to his house in America, recorded for 6 weeks.
Wow.
And that's it. So when we act on instinct, we've learned that we're probably a better band, or we prefer our band that way anyway.
So what has changed since The Great Divide for you as a band?
Well, it's always experience, right? It's always just...
Yeah.
We've travelled a lot further. Like on Great Divide, we got to go to kind of all around the world, even like to Australia and South Africa and all around America a couple of times and stuff. So yeah, I think you just kind of grow as a person when that stuff happens, and you stop caring so much about, I don't know, like what people think of you or what you should be, and it's just time for us to be ourselves. Type of that's the sort of evolution we went through. I think it's pretty deep.
I agree.
It's pretty deep shit.
Yeah, yeah. We just stopped trying so hard and became better.
Yeah, it does feel like a homecoming album. Obviously, it's called GLA.
Yeah, exactly.
Glasgow, whatever. I think the opener is really powerful as well. The Gold Elephant, Cherry Alligator. Do you play it live as well?
Yeah. We're playing it. We'll be playing it tonight.
Good one. I'm really
yeah.
looking forward to it, because how much do you enjoy the confused looks by the audience when it suddenly stops?
Oh yeah, yeah. People, now that they've heard the album, it's not as confused. But the first couple of times we played it, there was like 2 or 3 seconds. Then like people would make some noise, but I think I've been turning my back at the end because I go to get a guitar, because I don't play guitar in that song. Yeah. So
people for the most part seem like there's like a split second and then people start clapping, so they're waiting. Everything actually is
out of shock.
Yeah, but there's also the 1, 2, 3, go part. 1, 2, 3, go. It's like it takes a second until you actually go in the song. It's really nice.
Yeah. All right, true.
All right through. No, it's really nice, because I thought when I first listened to it, I was like, oh, when they play it live, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. So what was the idea behind this very, very cold end. I mean, cold ends in songs isn't unusual, but
well,
it's supposed to sound like the needle just being lifted off a record, but not really intentionally, just kind of like as if you're fed up. And you just, like, next song, just kind of like, get rid of this song, flip it off.
Okay, now I got it. And then song 2, No Sleep, which was your first single. Why was it your first single?
It was at the time, it was the one we just liked the most. And it was nice and simple. It kind of represented the whole album because it was just about a big riff and a big to-the-point vocal, and you couldn't really spend too long thinking about it or reviewing it. You just had to kind of enjoy it or not, and that's kind of why we liked it.
But what strikes me the most is that you've called it GLA as a homecoming album, as I said, or as you said, not mine. But you produced it in LA, right? Or in America. Why is that?
Well, if we could have recorded it in Glasgow, we probably would have. But the guy that we wanted to work with, he lives in California. Yeah.
Okay, easy.
yeah. So we went there for the sound of, his production sound.
But did it change the way the album sounds, or do you think it's actually the Glasgow sound?
Well, it's hard to. Yeah, it probably did, but it probably made it more confident. It made it even more. See, when you take two guys from Glasgow and put them in the middle of LA, we become even more Scottish and even more think about back home, and you realise how different we are to people in America and how, kind of bold and arrogant we can be sometimes, but you don't realise when you're at home. But I think it magnified it. So it changed it, but it made it even more Glasgow.
That's a good point, really. Yeah. Do you have a favourite on the album? Or just...
Yeah, depends what mood I'm in. I don't know about you.
Well, I really like No Sleep. I really enjoy playing that, but we've played it for quite a while now, so I think that I've kind of moved into Zone 2, and Zone 2 is probably a song called XL. It just seems like it sums the whole album up, and it kind of opens the doors for us to be able to do nearly whatever we want on the next album, having a song like that, so it's exciting.
Do you actually categorize yourself into a genre?
It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, we think probably rock music, but we started just saying guitar music on this album because
we weren't really sure.
We weren't sure if it was like, because sometimes when you say rock, people think like old guys, like
classic rock.
Yeah, classic rock. So we're trying to make like a new version of that. But because there's so much music out there, we just started saying, you know what, it's guitar that we love. It's like just like a real instrument and how that interacts with a person and recording, and that's what interests us.
Yeah, because but you've got glam rock style songs as well on the album, right? You Are the Devil. It's like
there's so many different.
Kids stylish. You've been supporting bands like Blink-182 and 30 Seconds to Mars and Biffy Clyro and whatever. And how much do you enjoy playing your headlining tour now and being able to play big venues in Glasgow, at least? I think you fill up this really big, I don't know the name of it, the SSL?
Yeah, Hydro. Yeah. The Hydro. Yeah, it was like 10,000 people that came, so I was pretty outstandingly amazing. It was a pretty cool experience. Yeah, I mean, we enjoy doing like bigger shows of our own because we learn so much from those bands. I don't know, there's not many bands who have toured as long as we have who are still like learning and like desperate to grow and like get better and stuff. So yeah, I think we prefer doing our own show, even if it's a smaller venue too, because it's just more meaningful, I think. But when you're a support act, you get to like wander around the city more, and like we play for less time, so I can have a couple more beers, or like we stay in hotels or something nice.
Or Mr. Tom's.
Yeah.
But it looks nice as well. I mean, it's your headlining show tonight, so you've actually...
We asked for that. What is that? Couscous? Salsa?
Yeah, very good. No, funny story is... You Are the Devil is, I think, there's this line, I've been talking about it with my colleagues today, where I always understand, I've got no tea for an ambulance.
I've got no tea. Oh, right, okay.
He's got all this food. It's like, I've got no tea. I was like, really? Is he like really singing, I've got no tea for an ambulance? He's like such an impolite British guy.
No.
He's got no tea for an ambulance.
No, that's not me.
That's so funny.
It's no time.
No time, yeah, I know.
No
It's a
time,
Scottish
no time.
accent.
Yeah. But I guess because I say like
Tea for an
time,
ambulance.
it could sound like tea.
Yeah,
especially
because
when I'm singing.
I was trying to sort out the lyrics, and then I looked at the artwork of the album, which is nice, which is lovely. But you've got red written lyrics on red background.
We did. That was on purpose.
Whose idea was this?
Yeah. I wanted it to annoy people that they had the words, but they couldn't read them because I don't know. Just at the time, I thought it was quite funny. Rather than like spelling it out for people, I wanted them to have to listen and like study it. If you really want to know, you're gonna have to work for it.
And then you've got such tea for an ambulance.
Yeah. It's already difficult to understand for some people, but yeah.
No tea for an ambulance. I was like, really, he's such an impolite Brit. He's got no tea for an ambulance.
I don't have any tea for the ambulance anyway. I don't.
Now, my favorite song on the album is Whispers and Overthinking, because it's really personal. I've been through some tough times, and it really helped me a lot going through this. And I thought, whoever has written this song has obviously been through hard times as well.
Yeah, well, interestingly, Whispers was a song of Ross's, and then Overthinking was one of mine. Okay. So that's interesting that you like both.
We've both been through very tough times.
Yeah, tough times. Everyone has. That's just life, I guess. Though.
Yeah, that's just life, isn't it?
It's life, but that's kind of what music's for. Really, it's kind of a cliche thing to say, but that's why we all love music, right? To express yourself or escape. Yeah.
It's really nice. It's really nice. So whoever's feeling down, you gotta listen to Overthinking and Whispers on the album. Really, you should. Last question is: do you've got any future big aims, goals?
Yeah, we definitely do. We're just kind of quietly confident about them rather than shouting about it, I guess. But we'd like to like headline a festival one day. That seems like something that we would love to do.
Rock am See this year, right? In Constance.
Yes.
Lake Constance.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah.
Maybe come back in a few years, headline that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've read somewhere that your aim is to write songs like Bruce Springsteen and the Foo Fighters and such.
Well, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's written in the event description for tonight. I was like, okay, Bruce Springsteen, Foo Fighters, these are two totally different.
Yeah. Well, my dream is to, and this is just me personally, because everyone in the band has different favourite artists, which I think that makes us a little bit difficult to pin down one genre on us. But Kurt Cobain and Bruce Springsteen, if I could merge them together and make a song that sounds like that, that's the dream for me.
That's really cool. I think you'll achieve it someday.
I don't know. It's quite a difficult. They're both pretty good. They're both pretty good at what they do.
Well, thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was really nice. It was really nice talking to you.
Cool. Thank you.
Rock Antenne, der beste Rock nonstop.